Salutations, this is Grim Devel. Welcome back to our Let's Play of The Longing. I was having a pleasant time thinking about nothing. So, Shade was dreaming there. Shade was dreaming. Nothing seems to have changed here. So we're going to try going back. And, you know, more than a few hours has passed, if you haven't noticed. It's been a day or two or something like that. But that's okay. Figure we might as well have more time pass than not. Yeah, we're gonna go back in the darkness. We have no mushroom with us. But maybe that's part of it. Maybe that's part of the puzzle, that you're supposed to be in total darkness and go back. Are we, and at some point, I don't know if we're going to go downstairs or just keep going to the right. Who knows? Who knows what's going on? The only real hints we have are the pitter-pat of our feet. Are we moving up? And the camera. The camera position around our eyes. Oh, look at this. Oh, it's the cliff. I guess we went down the stairs and I didn't realize. I guess it's the same cliff. So apparently you can see the cliff without a mushroom. Okay. I'm a little disappointed by that. Hold on, I had my notes up. I put it on, didn't have it on the wrong window. Okay, there we go. All right. So that's disappointing. I don't know if we can get back up without the mushroom. Maybe. I guess we'll find out. We're gonna see just how close we could get. I guess I could have watched my, I could have watched my earlier video the first time we got, I think we are going up the stairs, I think. Yeah. The first time we got nightmared, I could have watched that video and seen how close we got to it. But I think we're gonna test again. Because this time we don't have a mushroom, so it is different. Music, man. We're just gonna inch. As soon as we see the eyes, we're gonna start inching. And then, I don't know, I guess we'll have to try the mushroom thing again, but closer. I don't really know what else to do. Okay, there you are. Maybe I can look away. Okay. Guy's kind of under the G in longing, the first G. Kind of under the colon now. I just want to do one little step at a time here. And look away. I definitely could have gotten closer before I did the mushroom. For sure. It's kind of just under the space now. Whoa. I'm scared. Yeah, he's almost not quite under the arrow. We're getting there. I feel like I'm in like Super Mario Brothers or Super Mario World with the booze, and you have to keep looking away from the booze. You know what I'm talking about? You know what I'm talking about. All right, he's under the arrow. The nightmare is under the arrow. I feel like maybe if I look away, it can't hurt me. I know, I guess the boo is when you look at it, it stops. Whoa, whoa, whoa. It is under the crown. Yeah, maybe we just try the hallucination again. But with it under the crown. Or closer. I think we're just gonna have to get nightmared again here. Just inching closer to this doppelganger. Just one little step at a time. It's kind of under the line now between the crown and the day marker. This music. This music. Kind of freaking me out. We're assuming that this clue that the face gave us has to do with this, about the way to light being blocked by total darkness, which makes sense. You will only overcome darkness if you learn to become darkness. This way you will be invisible to it, but you will only achieve this if you delve deep, deep in your own mind and conscious loneliness. All right, you're almost under the 0. All right, you are under the 0. You're properly under the 0 now. Okay. Do I just look at you? Do we try to, like... Do we wait now? Like we tried to do last episode? Just wait here? I don't think so. I think we still want to try the hallucination. Wow, you're about under the 4. You're about under the 10... The 10 marker. What's it called? The 10's place. For the days. We're okay. This is so tense. Just waiting for it to open that big toothy smile. Oh man. Yeah, we definitely could have gotten closer. I just did not realize. Almost properly under the 3. I think you're properly under the 3 now. Under the ones column. I just want to keep looking back. Getting a lot closer than I thought we got. Yeah, there we go. Nothing. I can't do anything right now. All right, you've had a horrible nightmare. When he says I can see you, I wonder if we could eat. I wonder if we had a mushroom, if it would let us eat the mushroom right then. I don't know. It's a little annoying. I think we are going to do what we said. Go to this area and try to save it. Just because a couple of people have recommended we do this. Save a checkpoint at the beginning of the Halls of Eternity. And we can end episodes there. Especially episodes like at the end of my weekly recording. Yeah. I think we'll do that. Save a checkpoint there, and then go back to the mushroom area so that we can try the hallucination thing again, but this time... And again, I'm conflicted. I don't know if we should get really close to where the nightmare creature's under the ones column and then eat the mushroom, or see if while we're holding it, when he says, I can see you, if we can quickly eat it. I want to say no, we probably can't quickly eat it. Because I couldn't move, I couldn't do anything. And also, we've had a mushroom before when that happened, and I don't remember seeing an option like that. But I could be mistaken. You know what? I think I will look back and see if the option to eat the mushroom still exists. Though even if it does, even if it still says eat mushroom up here on the top right, it doesn't really mean that we necessarily can, because we still saw something in the mouse cursor, and I couldn't do anything. I couldn't move. I guess I'll take that coal. No, I won't. Yeah, so this episode we'll just go back to the caverns, to the Hall of Eternity. I don't know if it's hall or halls. And then end the episode by saying go to the mushrooms. Yeah, that's the plan. I hope y'all... I still really appreciate all the support y'all have given the series. It still warms my heart. It really makes me happy when all of you keep commenting on it and letting me know how much you are enjoying this. And it's still fascinating to me that the series that I thought would be, no one watching it has become so popular. I think that's... I mean, it's kind of hilarious, but it's great. It's really great. Let's take a walk. Let's see. What can we talk about today, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls? We talked about dogs a little bit. We've talked about movies. We've talked about religion. We've talked about politics. Although all these things can be expounded upon greatly. Oh man, we've talked about so many things. I don't know. What's on my mind? Pick it up, pick it up. What is on my mind lately? We're just doing house stuff and work. I don't know how much I want to talk about work because people I work with could watch this, and it's not like I'm going to lie about anything at work or on here, but because I don't lie. But I don't know. There's something like I don't want to start like complaining about work and people see that. I don't even know if anyone at my office actually ever watches this channel, but several people know that it exists. But I will say that so I'm in tech, and I didn't for a long time, career-wise, I had no idea what I wanted to do. When I was a theater major in college, and I was a theater major in college really because I didn't know what else I wanted to do. You know, I did some theater in high school, and that was fun. I wasn't like particularly good at it, but I enjoyed it, and I did it. And then in college, because I was doing theater in high school, I specifically tried not to do a lot of theater like my freshman year, and tried to like really see like what's my calling? What is it? What kind of subjects in academia are really, have I not even experienced that may be like, oh, this is amazing. This is what I want to do for the rest of my life. And I did some things that were fun, learned things that were interesting, but ultimately nothing felt that way. I did some music. I didn't do anything very musical until college. I didn't sing until college, and I did learn that, and that was great. And I considered majoring in voice, but ultimately I just fell back into doing theater, and that was it. I just kind of, there wasn't anything I was that passionate about. And I wasn't sure what I wanted to do with theater career-wise, but it seemed like as good as anything else. I might have enjoyed some of the math and science stuff, but to be honest, wait, what? What did I do? The like the weed, the classes, the like 101 classes where they weed out students that they think aren't gonna make it. They all got me because they very intentionally put these classes at like 8 in the morning, and so many days I would wake up and be like, no, not wake up and just not go because I was tired. I have always been a chronic insomniac. I still am. And those morning classes, when I didn't have like the maturity or willpower to be able to make myself get up, even without a lot of sleep, and go to those things or focus during those classes, I just couldn't do it. So I failed all those 101 science and math courses. Multivariable calculus and subcellular biology, like I did not do well. Which, you know, who knows what could have happened. All right, I don't remember how exactly to get to the halls. Oh, I know. I could just say, we have one for the halls. We'll just watch you go. And then I'll stop at the entrance. There we go. Cool. So anyway, that's all to say that after college, I did some theater back home in Tennessee, in Nashville, like public theater, community theater. Very seldom did I get paid for anything like that. And I just worked whatever jobs. I already mentioned I worked at Blockbuster Video a lot. I've worked at many, many different places. I worked at waiting jobs. I worked at bookstores, or waiting jobs like at restaurants. I worked as a salesman. I worked doing customer service. I worked doing like at a print shop. I worked. I don't even like. It would take me a while to remember all the places I worked in the first like handful of years after college. At like a medical supply company and as an uncertified pharmacist tech. I've had a lot of weird jobs. And then after that, I moved to New York, and there I worked as a recruiter, for a recruitment firm, like filtering out resumes and stuff. I worked doing data entry. I've worked doing just like Excel work, and I worked just as like office specialist roles and stuff like that. And that was all fine. Like I had no, I never felt a calling to anything. I never felt a vocational calling. I was just doing whatever. I had no like special training. I was just doing whatever jobs I could get that I didn't mind and that would pay my rent. And the last job that I got doing that, I got ultimately through a friend of mine that worked at a big bank, like a big bank that has a big building on Wall Street. And I worked there for a while. The kind of place where there are just like a million employees, and there was very little oversight and terrible management, but everyone got paid a ton of money, and I don't even know. I hate finance. I really do. Just everything about it. And I was just doing the same kind of like office specialist, make a lot of Excel spreadsheets kind of job. And I was really bored. I was just super, super bored doing that. All right, here we are. I'm going to actually enter the Halls of Eternity here, but I will look at the sign and remember if it's called Hall or Halls. And give me a second. Oh, it doesn't actually say. Although he just said, I will return to the Hall of Eternity or Halls of Eternity. Okay, here we are. We'll save it right here. From where, though? Some of these places I don't know if we're ever going to go to. Yeah, I don't see us ever needing coal again here. Let's save it there. Okay. And now we're going to head back to the mushrooms, because next episode I play this week, I'll probably record it tomorrow, maybe tonight, but probably tomorrow night. We're going to do the mushroom thing again. Unless I get, some comments from everyone with better ideas. So I was doing some... We'll let this episode go on a little longer so I can finish my story. I was just doing Excel work, and I had very little to do, and there was very little oversight. So I just started trying to make the Excel sheets like as amazing as possible and as dynamic as possible. And I started using VBA scripting in my Excel spreadsheets to like make it dynamic. And as I was doing that and looking up more about how to do that, I had the realization that the VBA scripting stuff that I was writing was programming. And until I had that realization, whenever anyone told me that they were a programmer or what I thought programming was, I just imagined people like looking at hex code and having some specialized training to be able to decipher it, and it being really complicated and you having to be really smart to do it. And then when I had this realization that when people said they did coding or programming, that this is what they meant. They meant writing in this like high-level languages, these high-level languages that was like this. It was the same thing as when I would make calculator games on my TI-82 in middle school, which I loved doing. And so I was 30 or 31 years old when I had this realization. And I felt like I could do that all day, write those programs. So it wasn't until I was in my early 30s that I was like, I think I want to be a programmer. And now I've been doing that for, I guess, 8 years now. And, starting from pretty much nothing. And it's a strange occupation to be in, because it's always changing, and especially during the pandemic. And it's the kind of job where you always have imposter syndrome. I always have imposter syndrome, and I'm in like I've fallen into this subset of developing called DevOps, which is a made up word, and I don't know how I got here. I don't think I'm really good at what I do, but I feel like everyone feels that way. But it doesn't change that I don't. I'm constantly afraid of like being found out, but somehow I'm here. I'm doing it, and it's okay. I really, I miss, as I've mentioned before, like I miss working close with a team. Working from home is super, super hard for me, but yeah, that's how I got to do what I do, which is, I think, an interesting story. It took me a really long time to figure out, and just because I figured out that I really enjoy doing this, like I still don't always enjoy doing it. In fact, the older I get and the more I do it, the more I think maybe I don't want to always be doing this. As I've gotten older and I've learned more about management and managing people, I know it's kind of a cliche for people in tech, like as they get older, to fall into tech management, but I don't know, that may be what I want to be doing more of. I don't know, because I've taken some management, like I've read some stuff about management, taking some management training, and I don't know, I kind of like feeling responsible for other people's well-being, and trying to, being the person that being someone in their life that helps them to grow and thrive. And then doing that within the tech world, which is kind of a special thing. I don't know. We'll see how things go. I'm 38. We'll see where my career goes. Yeah, I think that's all I have to say about that right now. I'm going to exit this. When we get back, we will be in the mushroom area. We're going to eat 2 more mushrooms and plant 2 more. Grab another one, or plant 3, I guess. Grab a third, bring it to the doppelganger, and try to eat it when when he's just under the ones column in the days. And we'll see if that does anything, and that's all I can think of. If you have any other ideas, please let me know in the comments or in Discord. I really enjoyed playing with you all today, and I'll see you next time. Bye, everybody.